Hello, good evening. Happy Sunday, everybody. Just get my cameras ready for you, and I'm going to be moving that over there. There we go. So we are here, we are live. I'm feeling much better. I'm still a little bit groggy in my throat. I'm coming out the other side and David's just starting. So this should be a fun game, shouldn't it? So anyway, hopefully we'll get through this and all be good again soon. So let me get you across here. So what I've done is a comment that I had last week was excuse me, I have got a drink tonight. A comment I had last week was very rightly so that the fact that when I write the measurements here, my photo's in that corner. So I've moved my photo now. I'm sitting in the other corner. Okay, so you can see me over here. So I'll say hi there, but just look for me somewhere else. I've just got to get myself organised so that I know that that top corner is yeah, I'm somewhere else. So I'm going to be playing with the bees today, but I'm not doing the bees. I'm using hearts. Now I don't think I've shown you this, so somebody's got to stay online and just let me know that I haven't seen you. I played, when I went away for the weekend, I actually played around with the bee set for a little bit, and I really like what I did. So I'm going to show you one of the cards that I've done, and I want to make something kind of along those similar lines. I'm not showing you some of the other ones you've already seen, I think. But anyway, I'm going to be using this set. So I'm going to be using this one, the bees, these papers you've seen. Hi Shaz, hi Matt and Maxine. I'm also going to be using some of these papers. Now these are the ones from Sale-A-Bration, Most Adorned, and they're the 12 by 12 DSPs. So these are a free item with a £45 purchase. Now, I'm not sure whether I've run these through for you before, but these are all gold foiled on one side, so hopefully you can see that. And then on the back sides of them, these flowers and the hearts, they're all just really nice. But on the back sides of them, we've got the other side, we've got the hearts. So if I go through these ones like so, you've got hearts, you've got check, you've got mini hearts, which are gorgeous. That's my style. And then you've got some fuzzy hearts. And then you've got a diagonal type check, and then you've got some marble. Now on the back sides of those ones, or front sides, whichever, we have got the leaf ones here. These are all foiled. Can you kind of get a bit of the glimmer there? So these are all leafy ones. And then you've got the one that mirrors that basically. You've got the design in the gold foiling. And then you've got the bold check in the gold foiling. You've got the flowers that I really think can be coloured and cut out, fussy cut those. So 2 sheets of each. And then this one, just turn that around a bit. This one is a good one for cutting through the middle here and then 3 panels. So you're going to have 6, 3 top, 3 bottom. And then you can have this graduated pattern of the hearts, so the heavy bits along the bottoms. So I really like those as well. And then this one is another beautiful gold foiled. So I wanted to show you those, but I'm going to be using possibly some of the red ones. So I will leave those uppermost and stick those over there. And then I'll put these out of the way because I might just have to do some fussy cutting on here. And I needed to remember which colour. We are sweet sorbet on this week. So I've got both out. So I've got that and something else. And Poppy Parade. So sweet sorbet is the order of the day. So that's there ready. So, hi Connie. Nice to see you. Do let us know when you're from. I think it's the first time you've joined me live on here. So I'm going to show you the card that I messed about with at the weekend, okay, when I was away. So this card here, I just got a little bit carried away with it. You know I'm a fussy cut person. If I bring it up a little bit higher, let's move that corner of the red out of the way. Hi Gillian. So yeah, so this is the card that I played with. We have the punch. And with the punch, we have the hearts, but it's also the bee's wings. Now, you've seen me make the wings as the flower and all the petals going around it. This is the little mini heart as well, and we've got the speech bubble or the bee's body, okay, that can face that way or that way. Okay, so we're going to be using these. but I wanted to do something like this, but a little bit different. I'm not going to copy it exactly. So, but one of my colleagues I went with, I just kept giggling. I just said, oh, I love it. Oh, yes, this is me. So I have first cut a few pieces on there, as you can see, but just let's walk through it and just do something similar but different. So for starters, I'm not going to do the black and the petal pink, and I haven't got my heat embossing out tonight, so we will do something different. Okay, so do we like that? I hope you do. So this is just to do something a little bit different. So we'll leave that one there as my kind of like where my inspiration kind of came from for tonight. So I thought Valentine's Day is coming up. Remember, I'm in the top left corner now. So Valentine's Day is coming up, but we don't always just want to have lovey-dovey red hearts everywhere. And not everybody's doing the heart, you know, the Valentine's. So just move my board. Look what I find, a nail file. I don't know why that was there. I think my camera might be a bit cockeyed. Reno, Nevada, is that? And no, I have watched it before, mostly replay. Oh, bless you. Nice to catch me live. So I'm this time every Sunday, and then an hour later than this every Wednesday. So we're 8 o'clock here in the UK and 9 o'clock on a Wednesday. So whatever time it is for you in over there, just add an hour on and join me on a Wednesday. So let's start. We're going to start by punching out some of those hearts. So this is our little delightful little punch, and you know we always punch from the back. So I've got some scraps of the card colours that I was kind of thinking went in that suite really, but I'm going to use some of these papers. Now I know it's a little bit extravagant, but I haven't used them yet, so I kind of got to cut into these. 1, 2, 3, 4. What have I missing? 5 and 6. There we go. So I was just wondering if this is going to fit on the punch. I've got to find these things out for you. So is that going to be that hot? Oh, you know what? I think we could get away with that. So I might have to just take a little slither off here. I don't like wasting card or papers. I'm upside down there, look. So I think I'm going to take a little strip off the top here, but making sure I get hearts with a full image on. So if I put this about on my cutting track. So yeah, I'm much better than I was last week on Wednesday. Sorry, last time on Wednesday. I'm still groggy in my throat, you can hear. So not 100% out of the woodwork yet. And like I said, husband has now gone down with the same. So I was very kind, you see, I did share. It has to be done, doesn't it? So I'm just going to measure this because I want to just know roughly how deep to make this. So if I go, it might be easier in inches. I can't see the first digit on there. Yeah, there's not really much in it. If I say 3.5 centimetres, then that's going to do me fine. So because it's a mini heart all over, it's going to be, yeah, we can do lots with it. And hi Pam. So I've got that one, I've got that one. I'm going to take a strip off these. So we do 3.5. We know that's the measurement now. A little strip off there. I'm not so keen on the pinky ones. I might do this one. Which is going to be easiest for me to do, 3.5 that way. Just so we got some different textures to use. So I'm kind of keeping it to the red theme, an ish Valentine's, but I wanted to show you the one that I did earlier. So I'm going to leave that in the corner there for those. Oh no, not that side, this side now, so that people who have joined later can just see what I did before. So these are variegated as well, I think, aren't they? They're sort of like darks and the lights pinks in there as well. So you don't have to, there's no rule of thumb, you don't have to do it square on. You can do like the St George's Cross that way, or you can just do it diagonally. There is no real right or wrong. I kind of want to be one or the other, I think. So I'm going to keep that in the middle, and I'm going to go there and see what that one looks like. So there's one. Yeah, we've got several here. So I had 9 on there, so I might need more than one of each. But we have another solution. So there's that one. We could actually, how about we do yin and yang? If you want to do these upside down, if you see this one here, if you want to do yin and yang, hearts are a good shape because you can get those swells in there. So that's the front and back of that one. Let me just come back on here and do a yin and yang with this. Because there is a one-way design, I want to have those hearts upright on the heart. So maybe we won't go yin and yang. We'll have to go this end to get the punch in. There we go. So fronts and backs might be the order of the day. Get rid of the little bits. So here's the multicoloured design that I had fun playing with when I was away. And that could be, let's say, a card to say hello. So all of these, I just want to give you options. It's also a good way of using up scraps. So this was a good one again with the flowers on the back. So I can have a little bit of a flower there. So that's that one. This one kind of does fit. So I could just, for the sake of, just come in there. I do feel I need my glasses down, because this one, it kind of does match up, so I kind of need to look to it a little bit closer. You might not be able to see this on air, but hopefully, if I pop that in my hand, can you see that edge on that flower, that is just about right for that to be a good image. So there's that one, and then we want a yin and yang somewhere in the back here. Oops, catch that right. There we go. And this one, I've just got to bring this up. If you take a closer look at this, wait for the camera to focus. Can you see on that gold? It's kind of, it looks like straight solid lines, but it's actually like a bit of a chevron pattern. It's like a slanted line through that. It's really, really good. It's like, yeah, it's different. So I like that. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. That's no good. We need one more. So if we're going to do 9s like this, which one shall we have another one of? Oh, what should we do? I do like the red, this one. So let's do another one of that. And again, keeping along the yellow yin and yang, you've got upright, upside down, upright, upside down. So you can just have another one. Okay, so there we go. We'll use that for now. Pop that in the bin and that out of the way. So our base card. I'm not sure whether these are going to work if I did it on a note card. Because I've done the full-size card here. I know I did note cards the other day, but hey, they are absolutely good, great. So let's just get this one lined up here. So I'm matching up the lines and then bringing my bone folder down, hold it firmly and across. Switch my watch off, it's telling me it's dying, the battery's dying. There we go. So I'm just going to quickly line these up and see if 9 will go on here. I don't think they will they? 1, 2, not in a straight line, no. Okay, so we'll discard that one then, and we'll go back to a full-size card. So, because I don't really want this one to be 100%, 100% of hearts. Well, it's going to end up for today. It's going to be a Valentine one, isn't it? So you're going to have the non and then the Valentines. So let's go with our sweet sorbet for our base. And there's one already cut for me. Okay. So, you know what would really look nice now is if I had a gold layer behind those in here. I need a white layer to put on top. And that here. In fact, you know my scraps, when I get my scrap pieces out, I have another one here that I actually call it basic white and panels. So I've got 2 different sizes in here. So I've got two different sizes, one for what I say the first matte layer and then one for a second matte layer. So if I go for the smaller one for the white and test this to, oops, Daisy, get that out. There we go. So this wants to be about the same size as the DSP layer. And that's going to come just a little bit less actually, but we can try that for that one. But I feel a gold layer is going to go well in the middle. So if I can lay some hands on some gold quickly, just bear with me. This is thinking as I go, of course. Turn around the other side. I took so much stuff away with me, I haven't put all the papers back again yet. This is our distress gold. So this is 159237 if you're looking at getting this one. It's a distressed colour. But if I'm going to have these papers, I'm feeling that this is kind of going to look nice with that little hint behind there like so. So let's just measure this one. And we've got that's 13.8 by 9.5. So I want that 14.3 by 9.8. So 14.3 and 9.8. 14.3. So when I do my measurements, I often do 9.8. I said, didn't I? I either use 1/4 inch or sorry, 1/4 centimetre, quarter of an inch or 1/2 centimetre. They're my two kind of go-tos, but sometimes you want that smaller gap. So like for the inches one would be the 1/8 of an inch. I'm just bringing you in a little bit closer to me so that you can see a little bit better. There we go. I'll move you right over like so. So you're not going to be able to see all of these now, so look, I'll just move them over out of the way of the camera. Now this one would be, just checking that's going to be in the middle. I need a little incy bit off the top. So this would be an awful waste not to gut the middle. But unfortunately I don't have anything with me that I can punch out of that or die cut today. Some decal circles. Maybe do some of those just to use up the space. Or I could just take some of these out. It's just because it's a pure waste to keep these just covered up. So I'm going to cut some of these out. The hearts will be very useful, and I can probably actually use those on here so we don't have to have a duplicate of this one. Let's take that one away for now. Pop that out of the site. And there's we're not going to use that tonight, but we can still pop that away because they would be awfully useful to have. So I've got some more hearts there, another pair, and a speech bubble. These bee bodies, they could be, you could stamp those over the top with the black and the lines, or you could use that as a speech bubble and put a sentiment on there, heat emboss it on there, and they would come in equally for that. So that's another good one to do. Now I've gutted some of it, but I'm only going to see the outside, tiny little ridge around the outside. So hey, why don't we have a few more pieces here? Be careful you can't go in like this because you'll cut through the border. You have to be really careful. So the only way we can do it is by taking the whole thing in the middle. I can't get a heart in that end there. So what I'm actually going to end up doing, the border is free and the border's free. So I'm going to take another speech bubble, and we've got a manky heart. Can't use that one. But we could get another one in here as well. So I'm fully pushed in there. So we've got 4 speech bubbles there. We can now emboss onto, heat emboss onto. So that's going to come straight down onto my card. Okay, holes and all, nobody's going to know. Only you, me, and whoever's watching this on replay. Okay, when a card is posted out, no one's going to know what all the underneath layers are. It's just a bit of thriftiness, more so with the golds and the glimmers and things like that. We don't have a whole layer wasted. Okay, so I'm going to just turn that one over. This is very thin paper anyway, but obviously if it's cardstock, it helps lighten it, especially if you're sending them overseas, or you've got that extra layers in there that can just make a difference where your embellishments go as well. So I'm just going to check this for size. And we've only got a little tiny piece of gold there. That's fine. I think it's going to look nice, but I might want to take a hairline off that as well. So I'm not measuring it. I'm just going to take a little Nat's whisker that side and a Nat's whisker that side. Okay, just tiny little slithers, just to make it a little bit bigger. When taking those such narrow little pieces, like I just did, gone in the bin, sorry, such tiny little piece, never use the slidey up cutters, like the blades in here. If you start here and you go up, you will just tear that tiny little edge. It's better to go in the middle of the card or paper and go upwards and then come downwards. So you're starting in the middle of the card when it's supported, rather than starting at the end and dragging it, because it will just tear the edge and that won't be very nice. Hi everybody else who's joining us. You've got Elaine as well. Hi Elaine. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you live. How come people are finding me tonight and they don't normally? This is what I like to know. So here's my base card. This is going to go on the top of it, but I want to texture it this time. On this one, I did just the papers and left it at that, and I embossed and played with these pieces. But tonight I'm doing it the other way around. So I have my big machine here, so I've got to clear the deck a little bit. Take that out of the way and those out of the way. This is the big cutting machine. And I've got the time-worn type or the bricks. I think I'm going to do time-worn tonight. These are both two of my all-time favourites. They really are. This has got a little bit of text in it, and like the splodges and the distressed look. The other one is bricks and the distressed look. So one is text and distressed, and one is bricks and distressed. Both worth having on your agenda. Oops, there we go. Oh, bless. Nice to have you all join me. Okay, so this is my panel. So it's got that kind of distressy look on it. And there you can see some of the letters, kind of whether it's going to be upright or not. Yeah, you can't really make it. There's a word that looks like harvest here. So I always look for that one. That's the easiest one to find. So that's the right way up. So I'll pop that on my card. Pop these back on the floor. Okay, and pop that out of the way. Slide that in. Just going to take a little bit of sip of water. Oil my throat. And I'm going to put this one straight down on here. So this is going to have my tombow. Okay, there. And just a little bit scribble through the middle. Okay. Can I see harvest? Yes, I can see harvest. It's funny things you remember, isn't it? And it wasn't really an autumn set, I don't think. It's just one that works out in English. You can make out the word on there. So that's that one. So if we bring this one back as to what we kind of like, doing something similar but different. This one's going to have some hearts like so. We've got the gold ones in there as well. So we can alternate these. We might not have to use the pinks, actually. Just make sure that the reds are in different places, perhaps. Got different papers. How do we need to? 3. We put that one there. Do we really want to play noughts and crosses? We could do something like so. The gold one there, and we have another white one there. How do they look? Just for a little bit of, I like some solids, some different patterns in there. I think I like that. I think I like that look. It's got some more little ones there. I'll take those out of the way, don't need those. So these little ones here, we can do similar things to what I did on here. So if I grab my tweezers, I'm going to mount all of these ones on 3D pads, so they're going to be lifted. And then these, I put accents on them coming off the edges. So some little hearts, but we can come back to those. I just want to grab my dimensionals, which are in front of me. So who's liking the B set then? You're seeing it two totally different ways here. Yeah, I don't think one dimensional is going to be enough on these. Grab some little ones as well, look. Oops, let's stick there. So I might get away with actually having 3 little ones, I think. It's going to stick to me like crazy, look. Oh well. Stay on my finger. There we go, we'll get rid of those for now. So I'm going to start off, I like to start in the middle. Just going to have to line these up and make sure that I'm happy with the spacing. So we're going to leave a little room. In fact, we'll have it a little bit lower. I want to have the spacing so that you could put a greeting on here later if you wanted. My new regime at the moment is to, let's stick it on there. New regime is to make sure that I have a supply of cards, something like this. It is a card to say hello. That could be used for any occasion. But my current looking is that I want to have cards. If that didn't have a greeting on there, it's ready, it's made up, it's done, it's finished. All I've got to do, I don't know if I put, yeah, I did put a liner in it as well. I stamped those ones, and you can put a liner in it. You can have it right ready to go, stick a greeting on, and you're done. Okay, so that is kind of the way I'm going at the moment to try and work these. So have my supply of cards. Now you can see that this side, they are quite close to the right hand margin. So it's just playing with it until you get the right spacing. I think that middle line is correct where I want it. So now I can place this one in line. And pop that one there. Okay, I would normally start in the center and come outwards, but because I just picked one at random, we haven't. Okay, and on there as well. Just hold my breath a little bit. I'm keeping it straight on the board, against the grid lines, so I can kind of like see roughly where I'm going here to get them level. Okay, if you wanted, you could have some flat and some raised, but at this layer I do like them all raised, and then you can play with the actual extra pieces. It's sometimes nice just to have little pieces, little things to play with. If you're a fussy girl like me, then yeah, you might like I just got completely carried away with this, but I hope you like it. I think it's a great one. So that's those three. We've got those on that middle line. I will start in the middle now. Take this off. Oops, that was a part one. 1, 2, and 3. Take those off. I hope you can see me okay. I'm kind of right down the bottom of the screen, aren't I? I am feeling considerably better than Wednesday. This all started on Tuesday. I had some ladies with me, and I thought, oh, it's just, yes, it's fine, it's fine. And it was just, yeah, a niggly cough that just didn't stop, and then it came to my nose. I'll pick up these little bits in a minute. One there, one there. Down the bottom. Okay. So having said it's not all about Valentine's Day, it's because we've got one here that is totally not Valentine's. So kind of that's where I was going with it. So that you've got a choice. You could do a get well soon on that one, couldn't you? Or thinking of you or anything. And even with the hearts on, you could do that. So have been in the past, you might have retired products that have got hearts on. If you don't have a heart punch, it kind of is my go-to. It's one of those things that comes in quite handy, and I do love this set, the Be Mine, because it's a punch. Punches are great because you've always got something quickly to hand. Just trying to get them spaced this way as well now. Okay, one on there, one on there. One on the end there. There we go. I love my tweezers. There are tweezers that come in the heat embossing pack. I don't know if I've got them. Yeah, I haven't got them out at the moment actually. They are the ceramic tipped ones. I thought they were out, but we did have embossing kit out the other day, so I think that's probably gone back in the container. Another one there. All bitty, but it looks so much nicer. It's good. It's worth the effort. So now we take those out of the way, we get these off. Sticking to the plate now, there we go. Ooh, all those little bits. So if I grab my stamp set back wherever I put it, I did have it here. It's sitting staring me in the face. It is under the punch. So this is a stamp set. So if we wanted to put a Valentine on here, we could. Oh, thanks, Elaine. Just a little bit different, isn't it? We've got the Happy Valentine's Day. You could put that piece you could put in the middle. If you just want to put a little tiny love you, you could actually stamp that in the middle of that heart, actually. If I was being clever, we could do that, and we could correct that already if we wanted to. Or we could just put Be Mine, but there's nothing on there that's suggesting bees. There was on this one, so that could have had Be Mine on it. So it's just playing a little play on words, really. You're as sweet as honey. I have got through so much honey and lemon in the last few days. Amazing. So yeah, we had to SOS out for more honey and more lemons. That's what we're both of us just living on at the moment. So yeah, it could be Mine. What should we do on this one? I think Love You could be anything, couldn't it? I might do that one. So if I grab that paper again, the scrap of, which backing was it? Pink ones, pink. What's this one? So if I grab this again, I can find one of those images there, grab a block, grab a Love You. Sometimes I think David does watch the videos actually, but otherwise he could have this as a Valentine's Day card, couldn't he? So I'm going to pop that. It doesn't. Ooh, will it fit on there? It will. You've still got the outline around it. And I think it needs to stand out. So I think it needs to be the sweet sorbet, the same as that. Or it might even be. I think the red's slightly different. I think these Sale-A-Bration papers were actually real red, but I've got this one out for now, so I'm going to try it and see. So if we've got one here, we can see to line up, keeping it straight. I will hold my breath because the white is so faint. There we go. We will see how that's going to punch out. And what I'm going to do is do this one again and then stick this one doubled on the top. So let's bring the punch back. Glasses down just so I can see a little bit better. It's only this one particular one because it's a bit light on there, the white. Okay, but it works. It really does work. Could have done with being over a little bit more, Sandra. So like so, we've got Love You on there. I might do the other way and just for devil's advocate, I might just punch this one out now so I can see this. And then because I can see where the outsides of the heart are now, it might be easier just to stamp that again. There we go. That looked a little bit off the side to me. Okay, I'm just going to have to get my head in the way, sorry, just to cover over here. There we go, that's a little bit better, I think. It's a little bit more balanced. That one looks like it's a little bit chopped off. So what we're going to do, because we've done the creator's prerogative, and we've actually taken another one exactly the same and we put that on there. So we could just sandwich that now and make that another stage higher. So let me try that. So just because it's the central focal point and it's got the sentiment on it, we'll put a double layer. Okay, so 3 of those. Stuck to my fingers. Let's take that off there. And bring that down. And then we can put that on there, like so. Now these other little hearts, we have I have got the scraps of red here, so I've got some little bits. If I just take one of these pieces out, and we can punch some little hearts. Just to do my little 3D pieces on the sides here, just like I've done here. So just wherever it is in the corner, we can punch him out. No, we can't, that clipped the edge. Okay, a couple of those. Three of those. And just drop them on wherever you think they might go. There's no rhyme or reason. And then we want some of the gold ones we had earlier that came out. Oh, let go. One could go on there. One could go on there. They might look better on the golds actually. So that's those. And then what else could we have? We could, in the waist here, because we don't like to waste anything, in the waist we could actually have the little heart coming down from the top. So the little heart, I'm just going to take the little pink ones out of the middle of the hearts. So that's got pinky stripes in it. So we're using that space in the centre of the heart. I like that best on the pinks. No, that's too paint. That one, that one. And what else do we need, girls? Hey, we just need one on here, don't we? We could have a little white one on there, couldn't we? Or one from this one. It's the little baby heart, so let's have one of those. Oh, that looks good. Like so. Now, can you see my thinking behind that? So we've got little shadow ones on here. I did some of these, I did as the bees because I was using the bee papers and the honey pot and things like that as well. I have got some other little embellishments. I might just put gold gems on here as well. So all I'm going to do with these is put them half and half on. If you're unsure where to stick them, what I'm going to suggest to you is, could just use a dot of Tombow, or you can put these on mini glue dots. So if I just press that on there like so, squeeze it on tight and then pull it off with the glue dot attached, and then that can go in the corner there. Okay, and then the next one, just take one and stick it down. Want to make sure it's more to the right, the left hand end, sorry, of the heart, so it's going to stick here. Same with the solid ones, the card ones. It's a lot easier, especially when you've got foiled papers. Dealing with foil, it is harder when you put the Tombow on. It's more slipperier on this solid pieces here. The glue will just push around a little bit. It does take a little bit longer to set, if you like. That one's on the corner there. How are we doing? Great idea. Oh, bless you. You're not late at all, Francis. You're fine. The beauty is you can always go back. So no matter what time you check in, you can always look back. When you look back, it's probably easier to go to YouTube because this streams out to both directions at once. And on YouTube, you get your thumbnail prints. You go to, at the top, rather than videos, go to the tab that says live, and then you will have all my thumbnails. So you'll see the title and you'll see what it's about. It's just a lot easier to find them that way. So I'm just going to take that off, get rid of the excess paper so they're all nice and neat and you know it's ready to use next time. Okay, so that's that one. So two different cards but very, very similar there. One non-Valentine's Day with the little bees, and one that is more Valentine's, but using exactly the same principle. So we'll try see what gems we have in here. Have to put sparkle on, don't we? And there are some gold ones in here, so I think I'm going to use those. Just seeing if there's anything else that's going to work. Yeah, I think they're going to do best. Yep. Okay. These are the festive pearls. Now these are gorgeous, and they do have. They are in the annual catalogue. They carried over. I've just got 3, 6, 7, 8. We've got one short on here. These are all silver. The mint macaron that was, and then we've got the red ones as well. So we could just start off with the golds. I want to put that on a heart there. And the coloured ones, the flat ones. Let's see. There and there. The gold one could have a red one on, couldn't they? Oh, look at that. The gold ones have got the red dots on them. That's a gold one. And then a red one. See how things just evolve? This wasn't planned exactly what decorations I was putting on here. But I like that. And I think that one doesn't need it. That's really good. So I'll pop those back in my box. I think we're virtually there. The red on here was a different shade of red. It was the papers in the Sale-A-Bration. This is real red, and I've used poppy because this is what the So Sweet Sorbet, which was in the papers. Okay, I'm going to just hold these up so that you can see both of them and do one of them at a time. So this one, if the camera will focus better then. So I'll just move it over a little bit so it's out of the shadow as well. So you can see the brick embossing folder on the backgrounds of these. These are the papers. And again, I've used two sides of the papers. And then these ones where they were in the same colour, this is petal pink. I have gone around the edge in black ink just to make it pop a little bit. Because it was lost, and this one in the red ink because it was lost. It just blended in too much. Now, I discovered while I was away another tool for doing tiny pieces like this around the outside edges. If you get a cotton bud, Q-tips or cotton buds, and dip that in your ink and just go around the edge, it's a nice little tiny pokey tool that you can do. You can make these, Helen. You can do those on the 12th. You and Maxine are here. You can do those. You can use any of the things I've got here. And then these ones were fussy cut as well. And these are the gems, the little shiny ones were the gems that were in that kit as well, in the set that match the bee. Okay, so that's that one. And then we've got the other one that I've done today. Okay, and it's just got that distressed gold layer here behind. And then we've got the big hearts punched out from the Sale-A-Bration papers, the reverse of the Sale-A-Bration papers that have got the gold foiling on, and then some distressed gold ones added in there as well. Okay, and the festive pearls. So a couple of nice little cards there, which is why the heading said all about hearts, but not just Valentine's, because you really can use these for any occasion. Okay, so I hope you like those. I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit more so you can kind of bring them down away from my face. Oops, wherever that is. Oh, something just slid upstairs, I think. So there we go. So yeah, love that now. Yeah, okay. I hope you enjoyed those. I think you did. So thanks very much for that. I'll bring you back to me. And say thanks for joining me. Don't forget, we're coming to the end of January. We've got another whole month of Sale-A-Bration, and I still have catalogues here. I've got some more going out tomorrow. We haven't been out to the post office this week at all, so apologies for that, those of you who are waiting. Yeah, the tax is in with the accountant, and so I've hit the deadline for the last time this late. And yes, every year I say it. And so now I'll be looking to schedule classes in. If any of you want to pop over for a class, you're local to me, then please get in touch and say, hey, what have you seen you'd like to do? And do make a date in the diary. If it's free, if there's a gap, then I will always say yes. Okay, so yeah, look forward to seeing people in the studio here, and also getting some online in the post to you. Okay, so take care.